through for one behind. But Bolton has been an excellent player. He's been out for 4 weeks and made a spectacular return to league football.
Doull, who made a spectacular return to league football last year after that terrible leg injury. So late in his career, Williams looks for and finds Jimmy Edmund. Edmund right on the boundary line. They're not getting easy kicks up forward, are the Swans. Blues defence looking very strong indeed. Jimmy Edmund lining up from about 40 metres out. 10th kick for the afternoon coming up for the former Bulldog skipper. Going to land it in the square. Justin Madden. Kappa's going to have a snap, but Carlton players. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wayne Harms is the fourth. Runs it over through for a behind, and he will bring it back in. Carlton 13-9-87. Swans 8-14-62.
Bruce Doull gives the lead to Wayne Harms, and it goes straight to Doull. All Kappa's all over the top of him and brilliantly spoils it. Kappa then follows on and Doull careers after him. Kappa kicks off the ground. There's a free kick. A free kick against Bruce Doull goes to Kappa, and that was well played, Warwick Kappa, because Harms' kick looked to be giving Doull every opportunity as he kicked out from full-back. He kicks it down short. Peter Motley went far too early. Luckily, he didn't give away a free kick. Out it goes to Meldrum. Meldrum gets a hand pass out wide. Here's a chance now for Wayne Johnston. He falls to the ground, tackled by Browning. Ugly play there, players all over the ball, and it will be bounced.
Player down over there for Carlton in the trainer's hands. Wayne Johnson, it looks like.
Peter Motley.
Is it Motley? Yes, it is. Ironmonger and Madden. Madden wins out, but hits it straight to his teammate who wasn't quite ready in Road. Now Browning dragged off his feet just as he was about to get rid of the ball. Rhys Jones now back to Motley. Wasn't much wrong with him. Gets the ball down, looking for Silvani. Stretching out is Bradley, and the ball raced over the boundary line to be brought back into play. On wing position, slightly in the attacking zone of Carlton. Carlton leading by 25 points.
Ironmonger will do battle with Kernahan. Ironmonger won it very well, but straight to Evans. Evans kicks it downfield towards the flank, and the chances there for Rod Carter. Runs into Browning, in lots of trouble, must be penalised. He turned, and everywhere he turned there was a Carlton Guernsey. He hesitated just ever so long, just a bit too long, and the free kick goes to Wayne Johnston. Johnston's kick is a jib. That was the pass of the match. It went like a bullet to Ken Hunter, and they know each other, these two. They were captain and vice-captain last year. Ken Hunter still vice-captain. His 15th possession, his 10th mark, and number 9, Ken Hunter, shoots for goal from about 45 metres out, and he hasn't made a mistake. He has not made one mistake. That's his fourth. Beautiful performance. He kicked 2 in the first term, 1 in the third, 1 in this quarter, but that play was set up by Wayne Johnson. It was the most perfect pass.
It was a lovely pass. Almost looked like the old stab pass, wasn't it?
Well, I love those left-footers. They look so polished when they do it. And Wayne Johnson did look like a stab pass.
It just swept in and straight into the arms of Kenny Hunter, who read it well off the boot. Carlton, they're going to be hard to bring back from here. They're leading by 31 points. Stevie Wright going forward, but smothered by Carlton. Now they come forward. The Swans through Tui. Tui with the wobbly-looking kick, and it goes up towards Danaher, who takes the mark. Danaher's first mark for the afternoon.
That's an
He's waited till 7 minutes into the final quarter. He's one of the so-called stars of the Swans. He's one of the high flyers. It's his 5th kick coming up, and it's been a very disappointing afternoon for the big fella. And another disappointing result there because he kicks it behind. Swans cannot kick straight. 8-15-63 to Carlton 14-9-93.
That's 3 behind from the boot of Anthony Danaher in a disappointing day. Doull kicks out wide looking for Shane Robertson and finds him. Robertson half-back flank goes on with it. Drives it beautifully out in the Kernahan direction. Kernahan been a star. Short downfield. Here comes Justin Madden. Silvani comes to help him. Kicks it out wide but loses it. Mark Browning's hand pass is good to Williams. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell breaks away from a lunging tackle and sends it downfield, and Peter Dean goes up and almost took a good one. John Dorotich brilliantly played to Motley. Motley short. Out wide it goes, and Bradley takes the mark. There's the South Australian best friends kick to each other. Craig Bradley been quite a contributor. Out it goes to Tommy Alvin. Alvin goes downfield, kicks it out wide. Up goes Silvani and takes the mark. Well, Carlton stand will love that. Everybody made a contribution in that little passage. Bradley, Motley, then a lovely pass from down to Silvani, but Silvani had to take the mark under pressure and marked it well. And Stevens made a real contribution after the first quarter when he was very quiet. That's only his third mark, but he's done well. And Carlton are 14-9-93, leading by 5 goals. As Silvani from the angle and 25 metres out, kicks it badly through for one behind. The difference is 31 points.
Well, the mark was great. The kick not so good. Swans back into play. They've got to get moving. They've got to get up for the high flyer there with Dorotich and takes the mark. Paid by the umpire just long enough.
One of the best on the ground, isn't he? He's been just so
had
good.
a lovely afternoon. Really played well. 6th mark coming in for his 14th kick. Kick is a long one. Hunter in front. Takes the mark. Kernahan was a player from behind and just sort of kept it nicely in place there for Kenny Hunter.
He's almost held it on his hands.
Placed it there for him and said, it's all yours, number 9. 14th kick coming up for Hunter. That's been his 11th mark. What a player. And he's kicked his 5th goal to Ken Hunter.
And he's enjoying it. The biggest, widest and broadest grin I've seen from Ken for many a year. And I worked with him for years. And Tom Hofey looking very, very disconsolate incidentally. But Hunter has been quite magnificent. I repeat, out for 7 weeks, rushed back into the side to give character to the side with his fearless and reckless play, his great courage. He's an inspiration, and that's just what they needed, and he's proved it. Came across from West Australia, one of the best and fairest in his first year to Ken Hunter. In comes Madden, up against Ironmonger. Mitchell's with the ball and should have, no, the ball has held him. I thought he might have taken a free earlier, but the ball has held him. The umpire will bounce it again.
Trailing by 37 points. The Sydney Swans really need something in this final 20 minutes or so of the last quarter. Ironmonger wins out, but it's all Blues again as they come out through Road. Goes out wide to Rhys Jones. Rhys Jones can see the hand pass to Glasgow. Glasgow has got room. Not now, because here comes Mark Roberts. Keeps the ball in front of him. Does it well to Bolton. Bolton's a runner. He's a goer. Will go for a second bounce. No, he sees Meldrum looming. Pops the ball over to Danaher, who takes his second mark. 2 marks in 2 minutes. Where have you been all afternoon, Tony Danaher? The long kick forward is a beauty. Through the centre. What play. Not too many Swans supporters around this member stand for Carlton, but it was a great goal by Tony Danaher. Carlton players were drawn, and then Tony Danaher took the mark, ran through the 50-metre line and kicked a great goal.
It's almost shades of what a National League might be, not a sound almost, as he kicked that goal. The support is all Carlton. Danaher's first goal. His opponent Meldrum. Meldrum has been here, there and everywhere in a sensational third term when he had 13 possessions with his run-on type play and kicked 3 goals. In come the rucks. The umpire got in the road of Madden. Alvin takes on Ironmonger, which is fairly uneven. Out it comes to Williams. Williams on to Healy, and Healy beat a paddock full. Then to Toohey, and Toohey boots the Swans into attack once again. Up in front goes Danaher, a nice spoil by Dorotich. Here comes the chance now for Jim Edmund. He's tackled when not in possession, but play goes on. And Murphy's tackled, and down they're going, and the umpires are letting it go. And eventually they'll have to change the tune and bounce it. Umpires Castle and Hinton, incidentally, and it was umpire Hinton who really let it run then. And Peter Motley with the ball gives it back to the umpire. Howlett, wasn't it? Howlett.
Ball bounced. Half-forward line for the Swans. Within the 50-metre line. They're advancing forward or trying to, but that Carlton defence. Shane Robertson to Road. To Alvin, he sees out on the wing, streaming down towards half-forward. Kernahan will take a mark and does. Carroll was on his tail, but Stevie Kernan had that 2-metre break. He's taken his 12th mark for the afternoon. Goes back, long kick towards half forward. All Swans in front. Kenny Hunter nearly took it from behind. Bolton was there for the Swans. Coming out now as it's the hand pass goes from, was it Neagle? Anyway, it goes forward to Madden. Madden just about takes it on the half volley. Swans players in there desperately. One of them's Murphy. But gee, the Carlton defence are just holding firm. They are not letting that ball get away without a real fight, a real struggle. And that's been the hallmark of their game this afternoon. They've been prepared to fight. They lead by 31 points, and we're almost midway through this final quarter.
Yes, I think David Bolton's probably been the Swans' best player. Picked up by Road, his kick is smothered. Tony Morwood punches it, goes straight to Motley. Motley's beaten Morwood today. Down it comes to the ground once again, and Stephen White's got the opportunity. Fumbles, recovers possession, a slick hand pass. Morwood's with the ball from 65 metres out, kicks it out to Edmund, and that was a fine kick. Perfect pass. Jimmy Edmund plays on and kicks it across to the back pocket. Roberts, who when he marks it is in the forward pocket and only about 20 to 25 metres from goal. There's 31 points the difference. It's 15 minutes into the final term. Ian Roberts, who's played a very fine game for Sydney, is about 25 metres out. The angle is about 40 to 50 degrees. His 14th kick, and he kicks a goal. You can tell by the silence as he kicks into the Carlton stand. And well played, Roberts. He's been a good contributor. This 29-year-old who came from Rosebud down on the coast, on the seaside coast of Melbourne, now very happily settled and played over 100 games with the Sydney Swans.
And not too many back pockets come up and kick a goal. He's gone right back there, so it's not as if he'd been moved.
Well, it's Rod Carter's turn last week. It's his turn this week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good stuff. Beautiful.
So a goal just gives them that glimmer of hope. And it's hope that the Swans will be looking towards in this final quarter as they trail by 25 points. High tackle there could have been against the Blues, but now Alvin gets it. Gets a hand pass out to Glasgow. Goes out wide to Bernie Evans. Evans is going deep and wide, bringing the ball back into central position now. Punch away by that Swans defence. Here comes Wayne Johnson. On his tail is Williams, who's had one of the quietest afternoons he's experienced for the year. But the ball kept in play. Kenny Hunter finally chips across to Evans. Evans has a snap, is wide. One behind. Well, they suddenly created that out of nothing.
Yes, I was just going to say, Hunter in the thick of things once again. They created it from nowhere. I don't know how they got it, but Hunter has been inspirational in that forward pocket, full forward zone. You can take your choice of where he plays. Rod Carter kicks straight down the centre of the ground. Kernahan and Ironmonger. Kernahan the leaper. Down in front is Healy playing a better final term. Kicks it out into open territory about half-forward flank for the Sydney side. Tony Danaher playing better too. Out to Tui. Tui will drive them into attack to Edmund. Edmund from 55 metres from goal. Centres looking for Kappa. Out goes Bruce Dool and spoils him. Follows on. Murphy with the ball, shoots for goal and puts them back in the game with a good kick. Puts it through and it's not over. Well done, Murphy. And nice play right down the ground, coming from two of the quiet players. Healy got it out to Danaher. Danaher on to Edmund. Edmund centred it nicely, and when Dool spoiled the ball, David Murphy was waiting for it and kicked a fine goal.
Swan to the quiet achievers. And the free kick at the centre bounce will go to the Swans because the Carlton had too many numbers in that centre square. They had 5 of them. Ball to be taken by the big fella Ironmonger. In fact, it's been taken upfield, but the ball will come back to John Ironmonger. Ironmonger, first kick for the afternoon, second kick for the afternoon. Well, say no more. It's one of the areas where they've really fallen down. Now Browning. Browning 55 metres out. The long curling kick up to Kappa. Punch away by Dool. Coleman. Coleman can have a snap towards goal. Now to Kappa. Kappa takes the mark. Nearly loses his head. Gets the free kick. And Kappa from 12 metres out will have a chance for his 4th goal. And a goal here will bring the Swans within 14 points. And there is time because the clock is only at the 18-minute mark.
He's kicked 3, Warwick Kappa, and there was some fortune in that one. Kappa did his part brilliantly, but Coleman from the boundary line just kicked it blind, and it went straight to Kappa, who marked and he can't miss this one. That's his 4th goal. Well done, Swans. They're back into the game, and there's only about 17.5 minutes gone. There's a long while to go. They can peg this lead back. 14 points the difference, 15-11 to 12-15.
And as they came back in that second quarter, they're doing so again in the fourth, the final quarter, quietly, Doug, and I guess it's quiet because they're not getting any crowd reaction, as you suggested before. Every time they kick a goal, if this was a Carlton comeback, it would be, the fans would be going mad.
Yes, they'd just about be thumping the pavilion down.
Back at centre bounce. The Swans are trailing by 14 points. They're back in this. They'll need Williams, who's in there, number 2. They'll need him to get them going. A free kick to Tommy Alvin. And there are those Carlton fans coming to life because it's a free kick to the Blues. Ken Hunter down there. Roberts from behind, but Hunter. Another mark to Kenny Hunter. That's his 12th for the afternoon. A very nice outing as he runs around. Has the long kick towards goal. Is wide. Goal umpire says mine, one behind. 15-13, 103, Carlton. Or have I moved too quickly there? 15-12, 102 to 12-15, 87.
Dennis Carroll kicked out from fullback. Down it goes where Danaher's the leaper from behind. Went one-handed, Ironmonger hand pass. Out it comes to Williams from Healy. Williams kicks out wide very cleverly, and the mark is taken very nicely there by David Bolton, who's been a wonderful player, their best player, I think. And Mitchell's caught. Oh, he was lucky, he's penalised. Mitchell was caught, he took far too long, and Rhys Jones, who's faded out of the game, takes the free kick. A brilliant first half, but a very quiet third quarter, very quiet second half actually. Only his 9th kick, and Hunter's the target all the time, and Hunter takes another mark. You couldn't do much better than Ken Hunter's done. He's about centre wing positions, he's trying to rally his side. He hugs the boundary line, looking for Silvani. His opponent, Carroll, spoils him. Big Justin Madden on the boundary line, trundles over the line, and it goes out of bounds. But the Blues are in attack, and they're trailing 100. They're winning 102 to 87.
19 minutes into the final quarter. Blues still in front, but a great fight back from the Swans. Ironmonger on the ground there for the Swans. Diving in after the ball. Looks like Alvin, is it? With all that hair.
Yep.
Could be nobody else. And ball to be bounced again, about 40 metres out from the Carlton goal. And as I said, they're leading by 15 points, and the clock is ticking on. 19 minutes gone.
In comes Madden. Oh, big leap, Justin. Well done. Gets it down, but it's picked up by Mark Roberts. Doesn't cover any distance, but leading in the run is Tui. Tui gallops away. Sends it out wide looking for Danaher. Danaher playing a great final quarter. Beats his opponent, Meldrum. Puts it back downfield. And here's an opportunity. Oh, great mark, Morwood over Motley. A beautiful mark by Morwood over the top of Motley. Sends it short, and Dool intercepts it, and he'll take it over the line out of bounds. Not quite the ball handling we'd expect from Bruce Sewell, but wonderful anticipation to get in front. And Danaher was trying to kick short to a lead, suddenly found Dool had anticipated it, and he pushed it over the line out of bounds.
Ball thrown in, 25 metres around from the Swans, full forward line, kick off the ground. Oh, it was nearly there. Now the Swans Carlton defence through Motley, goes out wide, out on the full it is, and chasing after that ball to take the free kick will be David Murphy.
Haven't they looked raggy in defence a couple of times, Carlton, and they've kicked the ball over the line out of bounds under pressure, as Motley did then.
Particularly in this final quarter when they are under pressure. They've had the lead, they had a lovely lead, but gee, they're losing it. They're throwing it away. The kick from Murphy is going to land about 25 metres out. All Carlton Dean takes the mark.
Not another soul there. Dorotic could have taken the mark. He just galloped along behind Dean to make sure nobody contested, and Peter Dean took a clever, an easy mark, but a good one nevertheless. Picked up by Alvin. Alvin drives it out wide, and good lead, Steve Kernahan. Kernahan being a fine player. He's got nobody to kick to and hugs the boundary line, and here they come. Down comes Justin Madden. Never looked like it. Mark Roberts takes it over the line out of bounds. And the minutes are ticking away. It's about 22 minutes gone.
Just within 50 metres of the Carlton goal. They're 22 minutes into this quarter, and Carlton leading by 15 points. Swans need a goal. Hunter, ball knocked away from him. Tui tried to kick off the ground, but Glasgow dived on the ball. Browning out of defence. Tunnels a hand pass through, and it's Swans coming through Stevie Wright. Wright with the ball now. Sees Bolton. Back to Wright. It's Coleman on the boundary line. The big fella will take it. Eludes 2 tackles. Finally gets away with it. Well done, big fella. Stevie Wright, the left footer, a wobbly one. Up towards Danaher. Should mark. Loses it. But now the ball taken by Healy. Chance here for Roberts, who's come upfield again. Healy diving on the ball. Meldrum there also. Road for Carlton. Holding the ball. The ball was hugged to Williams, and the umpire will come in and bounce.
Oh, and Greg Williams, he hands a few out after the whistle's gone. Does number 2. He's as tough and as durable as they come. But the umpire's decided to bounce it. It's the Swans in attack. As Madden comes in to take on Coleman. Out it goes to Wayne Johnson. His kick is smothered. Harms, brilliant. Off he goes again. Bolton, well done, took him on. In comes Glasgow, has been courageous. A high tackle that time. A high tackle against Wayne Johnston, and the free goes to Greg Williams, and Greg Williams is between centre wing and half-forward flank, a long way out from goal. Kicks it short, and the lead, Tony Morwood, and he should have held it. Picked up there by Meldrum, the brilliant Meldrum now with his left foot, boots it downfield. There's a barrage of Sydney sweaters down there, and the ball is going over the line. No, it's not. Well played, Danaher, back to Williams. Williams tries to find Roberts. Roberts out to Mitchell. They're fiddling, and it's over the line out of bounds.
And they did fiddle.
They lost the chance.
Ball thrown in. Just about to move into time on. At the back is Healy, punches forward towards Coleman. Coleman can't bend down far enough. He finally kicks the ball through, but Carlton through Meldrum are going to come out of trouble again. The little fella's done well. Gets it to Motley. Motley can get them down forward. Out wide is Hunter. Hunter beautifully done. Kenny Hunter quickly plays on, looking for and finding Bradley. This could be it. This could be the sealer, as Craig Bradley, already kicked 2, has taken the mark about 35 metres out from goal, directly in front.
Gareth, that could be almost symptomatic of the game, with Hunter getting the ball and kicking it so beautifully to Bradley, didn't he?
Was a lovely kick. He's been the star, Kenny Hunter. And Bradley lining up now for Carlton. All quiet here at Princes Park, and the kick is wide. 1 behind the result. While there's life, there's hope. 26 minutes gone here, but the Swans still that little flicker until the final siren. They're trailing by 16 points. Carlton 15-13, 103. The Swans 12-15, 87.
Rod Carter kicks it long, can't find a lead, and Kernahan goes up and should have held that one. Got very high, picked up by Coleman, looked for a free kick, and there's a scrimmage in the centre of the ground, and Coleman is really saying a few words. He's tough. He's tough. He looks furious, and he hurt his fingers with that one. And there's going to be a bounce, almost, well, slightly towards Carlton's half-forward line. Huge, hungry pack of players around it. Ironmonger strong into it, down to Mitchell. Mitchell high tackle. Play goes on. Umpire will bounce again.
Getting back towards centre position, still slightly on the Carlton scoring side of the centre. The Blues are leading by 16 points. We've played 27 minutes. Swans desperately hoping that they can hang on, or they can get into this game. They can get a win. Browning transferring them forward to Bays, the running Bays. One out, Dool and Kappa. Dool in front, over his head. Dool kicks the ball in play, kicks it, running it out towards the boundary line. Well done, Bruce Dool. And the fans rise to acknowledge the superb skills of a great footballer in Bruce Dool.
A sea of clapping hands. Stand up and give applause to Dool as Dorotich hits it out wide. Here's an opportunity for Road, but the ball beats Stephen Wright and Road over the line out of bounds. Well, it was wonderful to watch the stand then. They rose to their feet and clapped their champion, Bruce Dool, the ageless, immortal champion. Up goes Kernahan. Did it nicely out wide. Chance for Road. Road then boots it down towards centre wing position. An awkward bounce gives the opportunity to Ironmonger. Browning comes in to give assistance, and Browning takes it over the line, and the clock is ticking away against the Sydney Swans.
Swans are trailing by 16 points. Ball brought back into play. Kernahan and Ironmonger. Ironmonger wins, gets the hand pass across to Murphy. Ball transferred awkwardly across towards half forward. Maud slips a hand pass over to, is a Bays there. Gets the foot pass across, looking there towards Edmund, but the ball goes out wide. Out wide, nothing positive out of that. They needed a goal, they needed something, they need goals quickly, and they won't get them that way. It looks to be all over for the Sydney Swans for this afternoon.
In comes Steve Kernahan against Coleman. Over the back, Coleman, good fighting football. Tackled by Meldrum. Well played, Dean. And over the top of Dean went Jim Edmund, and Dean will take the free kick. Courage personified. Dean gives a hand pass to Harms. Harms now steadies, cleverly across to Wayne Johnston. Wayne Johnston at centre half back, then sends it out to an open half-forward flank, and guess who's there? Kenneth Hunter once again. Beats the paddock full. A beautiful hand pass out to Glasgow. Glasgow down, Silvani goes up. Behind the package, Bradley can't take it. And the free kick's against you, Bradley. And Bradley's not, yes, he was. He played on. But the free kick was against Bradley for a very bad tackle. And Rod Carter's having a talk to him as well, but the free would go to Sydney.
Rod Carter gets 15 metres because Bradley had played on and kicked that ball through. Now Swans coming back again. They need to do something. Tui's number slightly obscured. He looks like number 16, but it's still number 15. No matter what it is, he still ran over the boundary line.
Not bad luck, because he beat Rhys Jones with great skill that time, but he just went that half a metre too far to the side and went over the line, and the ball is brought back to Carlton's half-forward line, and they're looking very safe now. We're deep into time-on period. Madden fighting still, so is Greg Williams. Here comes Bernie Evans on the half-forward flank, goes for the run, right on the boundary line, hooks it back to Silvani. Well played. Well played. Silvani on a very difficult angle, but a very clever left foot floating pass. And Stephen Silvani, running with the flight of the ball, takes a courageous mark. He will shoot for goal, and I guess he's only about 25 metres out, but he's almost on the boundary line. There's the siren. The Blues have won, as Silvani has a shot for goal.
Graham, a brief to make.
Badly, Healy looks for the free kick. Drum goes wider. Dangerous here, Bright, play on to Christensen. Oh, he threw it out. Their handball is bringing them unstuck, and Melbourne should get out of trouble, although Flower is caught, and
Still goes there looking for Ablett. Ablett taps the ball down. Still in there trying to tap it out. Jarrett comes in.
So the scoreboard shows Melbourne 15-14 leading Geelong 14. A drop punt again is goal. He has kicked it, and back come the Cats.
The Tigers. It's been a disappointing year for this mighty club. 7 wins from 18 games has been a poor return. But we've said it before on the Winners, never underestimate Richmond. And there was one fella who would endorse that, Bomber coach and former Tiger champion, Kevin Sheedy. The Bombers were all fired up, and they started off like a house on fire. They took the Tigers by the tail, and the star was Paul Salmon. Commentators at the park are Jeff Leake and Ian Robertson.
Attack. Baker takes the handball from Thompson, kicks it to Terry Danaher, who's slipped the Pickering tag and has marked at centre half forward for Essendon. A short kick in, looking for Salmon, and Salmon's marked the ball in front of again. Accuracy the problem. Salmon comes in and punts for goal. Goal umpire moves across ever so slightly. This time he could be online. He is.
The Tigers not giving up. Baker another chance. Strong tackle on him. Hawker picks up Essendon's best player this year. Lovely kick to Salmon and Jess, and it fell into his arms.
Throw in about 60 metres around from the Essendon goal. Merritt. There's a kick out.
It's a beautiful pass to Blackwell. Wayne Johnston showing his great experience and ability there. A daisy cutter. Now, the trainers on the bench working frantically with Ronnie McEwen because they realise how important he is. They need some help up there for Taylor. He's kicked two of their goals, McEwen. Wayne Blackwell, their forward line so far hasn't functioned, Carlton. Blackwell from right in front stabs at that one, and the goal umpire says, thank you very much, it's a goal. The Wayne Blackwell and the Blues come back. 3 goals to 20, trailing Collingwood 4-26.
6 points the margin.
once again, the man there was Wayne Johnston. He read that beautifully.